It's lightly seated. And then we'll start with 1.5 turns out. Back in. Alright. Screws back in. Now I'm gonna screw them down with the cap on. Alright, let's walk over. Press pause. With life. This one over here. It should still run. Oh, what is leaking? This. It's almost like the gas ain't coming. Just move up my arm.
this bike, Kawasaki Bayou 220. Won't start. Just got spark plug for it. Just came, gonna give it a try. Just rebuild the carburetor. Just adjust the float and all that stuff. All that stuff has to do with the carburetor. Done. It has gas, but it's probably not the best gas. It's got power. We just took the battery out of it because I had to use it to put it in that Honda over there. So now it doesn't have a battery. So that's what we want to do with this thing. Get this thing running. That's one of the projects. Another one right here. Got the new spark plug. All that's going in the Kawasaki Bayou. My Kawasaki Bayou. Yeah, baby, got the spark plug in. There it goes. Ha-ha. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, that's just a regular idle. Okay. Turn that down. Get gas. Oh, I forgot the gas wasn't on. Okay. But all right? Doesn't even have a battery in it. Look, I'm just running it straight off this battery, and this thing's running. All right. So compression's good enough. Apparently, we just needed the spark plug because it was fouled out. This one's running. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get it back going good now. Okay, so I gotta adjust it down a little now. A little more, not too steady. It needs to warm up, I think. Then I adjust it once it starts to warm up. No battery. Disconnect. So, no battery. She runs. That's cool. That rectifier starting it up. No, I should have brought the GoPro for this, but here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, because there is only two genders. So the bike is over here. I rode it all around out here, and it did the same things before. After I start to ride it, it starts to lose power, and the spark plug, I guarantee you, if I pull it, it's all fouled out again, is what's going on. And I think maybe the valves aren't seated properly, and possibly the rings are bad, and it's letting oil up through the rings and it's fouling it out, or the carburetor float is either too high or too low, which is usually not that, but that can cause it to run rich. The needle jet may need to be adjusted out or in, depending on whatever one is richens it, which is hard to do. You have to twist it and then turn it, and then it's not that bad actually, but it needs to be done usually while it's running. And yeah, so the diagnosis is that, or the valves aren't seating properly. They have maybe carbon built up around the valves inside the engine on the top end, and they're not seating, and if it's not jetted right in the carburetor, it'll unburn gas in the exhaust pipe, and you'll hear it backfire. But yeah, so that's the diagnosis. So now we know it runs. She's worth fixing to me. Everything else is good on it. Just needs brakes on the back. Everything else is good on this bike. It has plastics and everything to it. So yeah, she runs. And it needs the starter hooked back up, the wiring harness hooked back up and stuff, because that's all melted and fried. Needs redone, but I'll do that. I'll fix this bad boy up, and it'll be for my kids to use, and or we'll sell it, get a blaster and fix that up. We're gonna do that anyway, so the blaster. But yeah, so that's what's going on. That's where we're at. That's what had it. So we cleaned the carb, we did all that, and it worked. We finally got it running. When push came to shove, we got her running and then fouled her out, and then we got it running again, and now we fouled it out again. So now we know what's going on. Something going on in the engine. Most likely fouling this thing out. I think it's the rings or the valves or possibly the carburetor or something. We're gonna get into it though. But now this will be my project. But first, we're gonna turn our attentions over to the bayou. Magic, I'm already here. The other bayou, that is. And we're going to put a gasket on top and fix the broken shifter from the other side. All right, that's it. Out.